and the results. For example, in our sexual and reproductive health, we talk about sexuality of the young people and the results it has on their lives. When the children go home, are told that the child was fished from the lake, and yet the child sees serious changes. The guest of honor, parents are quite key. I had a student whom I had observed when she was in first year, very brilliant girl. Second year, doing very well. In third year, I noticed that performance-wise was going down. So I kind of got interested and says, at first she used to sit in front of the classroom. Now this time she had become a backbencher. I said there must be something wrong. And so I called her and I said, my dear, can you see me? So she came to see me in my office. Then I said, I seem to see that you are not yourself. Is there anything troubling you? She said, no. And I said, okay. In case you want to come and talk to me on anything else, my door is open, you can come and see me. She says, okay, thank you. So we left. Barely after 2 days, she just came into my office without knocking. I was wondering, who is this one? Just knocking, went and started crying. And she says, okay. Then I says to her, I says, my daughter, it is okay to cry. Then she cried and cried. Then one thing that was bothering me is what? If anybody pops into this office and sees this girl crying, what will they think of me? But anyway, nobody came unfortunately. Then she cried and after she had finished, he says, you know, you had asked me the question, says, is there anything that is bothering me? Yes, I have come to answer that question. Yes. And I said, yes, my dear. Then she says, you know what? I have not shared this with anyone else. And I said, what is it? Then she says, you know, life has been very tough for me on this campus. I had a boyfriend. Within a week, he broke. I had another boyfriend, broke. Another one broke the relationship. And I'm beginning to wonder, I seem not to feel loved at all. Then I says, I think this one must be having some usual problems. Then some kind of trying to debate and trying to find out and says, okay, by the way, how many are you? Says, oh, we have 3 in our family. All of us, all 3 girls. Good. Where is your best sister? Says, my best sister. The story is horrible. She got married, divorced, remarried, divorced, and she is in the 3rd marriage. But the 3rd marriage is on the rocks already. Okay, what about the 2nd marriage? The 2nd sister. There's the 2nd sister, not married, but a relationship. She has not made any success with her relationships. So then he says, this bothers me, because it seems I follows the same path. Somehow then I kind of asked and says, can you tell me something about your childhood experience? There she began to cry again. And I knew that must be something to do with her upbringing. And then in short, she said, you know what? Our mom passed away. When our mom passed away, I was 9 years old then. What used to happen is that our daddy would come into our room and she would have sex with each one of us. And the 3 of us have never talked about it. And he says, you know, I'm saying this for the first time to you. I've never said it to anybody else. And she really was at it. You could see how devastated she was by that kind of experience. Then I said to my daughter, why didn't you bring this out? He says, who would believe me? My daddy was a respected church elder. And you see what makes it even complicated. People who don't understand me, they will think that I'm mad. Then we had quite a lengthy chat. Now, we had quite a number of sessions. At the end, because we realized that there is a need for her to break this cycle. So I had asked her, says, do you think that you can go back to Lilongwe over the weekend, book an appointment with your daddy, and don't blame her, just say your side of the story. At first says, will she accept? I said, no, let's try. Anyway, she phoned the daddy. The daddy says, okay, no problem, son, daughter, come. Says, daddy, but I want to book you. I'm booking you that there is something special that I want to talk to you. And the daughter went. I mean, I had to give her some transport because this was not what she had planned. I gave her transport to go to Lilongwe. And she met the daddy. There was tense. Daddy did not know what this girl is going to say. Then she said to daddy, says, Daddy, I want to say I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry that maybe because I was born in this world and I've made my life has been very, very confused. You recall when my mom died, he used to come and have sex with us. That has been bothering me quite a lot. I can't keep any relationship because of this thing. So I felt like the moment he started that, the daddy all of a sudden started crying also. And the daddy says, no, it's me who should say sorry to you. He says, no, daddy, I'm saying I'm sorry for this. Maybe I wasn't assertive enough to say, don't do this thing to me. And she came back a bit self-composed, but we realized that there were some issues that needed to be done. But also the daddy needed help. So what I'm trying to show you is this is very, very important. The subject that we're dealing with here on the parenting. Our guest of honor, we have a helpline. And this helpline has provided us with very rich information because kids have phoned in to share their concerns, and many of them have bordered on issues of abuse. We have a serious problem. There is a secret, dangerous, hidden thing in the halls. You know, when we see people walking, actually people wear masks. But these children that we're dealing with are hurt inside. And I'm excited that we can come and begin to unpack these things. Our guest of honor